have a good vibe and he just wants to get to know me. Like, I'm so sick of hearing that. I don't even know me. Like, I don't. I'm trying to get to know me. So how the hell can you get to know me and I don't even know me? Like, please make it make sense.
It's you running through my veins. Your love runs through my veins.
What's up, family? So I just got back from dropping the kids off at school. And now I'm gonna go in the house and work on a little side project that I've been working on because I don't have orientation until later in the afternoon. I've had orientation all week for the brand new job. I told you guys in the last video that like I was doing the sub thing for a week, and then the job that I finally wanted and waited so long for finally called and said, hey, we're ready for you. So all of this week has been orientation, and it's been like at the oddest hours. It's been from like 3 to 10:30 at night, and it's really messing with me. Like my, what is it? Your circadian rhythm or my internal clock has just been off. Like, it's just been off. But yeah, I have that today. Today's supposed to be like a really physical kind of day because we're learning not takedowns, but restraints. That is what we were trained to say in all these days of orientation. It is not a takedown. We're not learning takedown techniques. We are learning restraint techniques, which, given all of the training, we're like barely ever really going to use unless like someone is being assaulted or like any sort of violence is occurring. Then and only then are we allowed to use these restraints that we're going to be learning today. But yeah, so I'm just going to go work on my little side project and rest before I have to get ready to go to this class. So yeah, and then I'm trying to take these nails off, and it's going horribly. Like, I cracked this one smooth in half, but this one hurts the most, the way I've been trying to get it off, because I just feel like they told us to wear comfortable clothes today and sneakers because we're like going to be on the ground, rolling around, doing stuff. And so I just feel like my life will be so much simpler if I didn't have nails on. But these are like stuck. Like, I don't know what they use to put these nails on, but they are stuck, and it's not. So at the most, I may just cut them down. So, oh, my pinky one hurts so bad. Okay, so here's my vision board for the year. I didn't do a video on it because it was kind of like personal kind of thing. At first, I didn't think I was going to do one, but then I was like, why not do one? So I started to do like words for the month. So there is this song that I highly recommend that everybody listen to. It is called Super Bloom by Mr. Wives. And it is like my anthem now, like in every way. But it's besides the point. So listen to Summer Walker's album, and when she had a little Sierra's prayer at the end, so I did my little prayer. We're not going to go into that because it's real personal and stuff. But I put that on here. And then in each one of these little stars, like my goals that I want to accomplish in the year. So where is it? I own a thriving soap business, which I need to get on since I've been home. I own a home, working on that. I have a successful career, working on that, in the works. I have well-behaved kids. Lord knows it's a struggle every day, but I'm working on it. Here we go. I make money in my sleep. That is the goal. So there are like some other things on there, but yeah. The one for my like little, the thing that I've like been working on was I have been looking up like little side hustles and things to do because, you know, all of my soap making supplies are still in Colorado. And until I can like get the money together to go get my stuff, because I got to think of something else. Something else got to happen. So I was like, it was like really on my heart to like create a prayer journal because I am like a journal snob. I need specific things in a journal for me to like it and to follow through with it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to create the kind of journal that I want since nothing ever seems to like meet my standards. So that is what I'm going to be doing today, as well as I need to meal prep because since my class is so late, I have to bring dinner with me. And I'm trying to save money because, again, still trying to save for that house. So I need to I've been trying to like meal prep so I can just have the meals already done, because if like the food's not cooked, then I'd just be lazy and say, all right, I'm just going to go to the store. But I also need to do some meal prepping so that I can have dinner to take tonight, because for traffic reasons and for how far away the training center is, I need to leave here by like 2 in order to make it there by 3. And it's like, Alexa, time.
The time is 9:06 a.m.
Yeah, so I don't have a lot of time. I'm definitely not going to be able to finish the journal today, but I still try to do like a little bit every day until it's all done. So, yeah, let's go make a journal. All right, so got my tablet open and I'm on Canva because I realized that in making a journal, this is like the copyright page, so I have to work on this. The cover, I haven't found the perfect cover yet, so that's why this document's still blank. But the cover, then to the copyright page, then the journal belongs to, and the date page. And I don't know, I'm thinking about like putting either like a personal entry on this page of just like, oh, welcome to the journal. This is why I created it, what I hope you get out of it kind of thing. And then scrolling down where we start to get into the meat and potatoes of it all. So far, as far as I've gotten. So I need to finish doing this page at least is my goal for the day. But yeah. And I originally decided to make a prayer journal first because when I did the Daniel fast, I can honestly say that I have never, ever felt as close to God as I did for those, what was it, 10 days or 7 days that I did it. Never felt as close to God. I really haven't, not even lying. It's no cap, as the kids say nowadays. But it's the honest to God truth. I felt like his voice was coming through so clearly. Everything was like, there was so much hope. I just felt so much better about life and my circumstances and just everything. Everything was like so good. And I was just like, wow. Like if I can just, in this moment when I've just set aside time and just directly focused on my relationship with God, how much better I felt, like, and instantly how much better I felt it. I was like, oh, other people have to know, like, this is possible. So, make a journal. And it's actually pretty easy to make a journal. You go into Canva, which is free, or you can pay for like the little subscription to get more features on it, but the free version works just as well. And then, write your little stuff out. And when you feel like you have a finished product, you save the whole document, all your pages, and then you can go on to good old-fashioned Etsy. And I think you only pay like 60 cents for a listing. And I think, like, I don't have an Etsy page already, but you pay 60 cents to upload your listing, and then it's live, and then people can buy it. And when it's all said and done, unless you like go and buy other things to put inside of the journal, you only paid 60 cents. So whatever you pay, whatever you charge for said journal is kind of like pure profit at that point. And anybody can buy a journal at any time. Like, it's just out there in the universe for people to purchase whenever they need it, which is where it falls into line with, like I showed you guys on my vision board, of making money in my sleep. That is the goal. So yeah, let me focus and get back into this journal because I'm trying to be done with this by like 10:30 so that I can start meal prepping. All right, so it is now 10:25. I know I said I was going to do the journal until 10:30, but I was just like, I don't want to like get caught in the rabbit hole of doing this so much, and I'm just like, oh, I can spare a couple more minutes, and I can spare a couple more minutes, and then I'll be out of minutes. So stopping that now. Plus, I want to get this food on so that I can make sure that it's done by the time it's time for me to go. So I have the cabbage. I'm going to start cutting that up, getting that on the stove so that I can start cooking, wilting, so it can be tender, basically. And then I have good old sausage. But that doesn't take much time at all, so I can wait off on that. But I definitely want to get this cabbage on. But while I cut this up, can we just talk for a second, y'all? Let me sit y'all down. So, my nice little head of cabbage. And I'm just going to chop it up and put it in this pot. But let's chat, because I will be the first to admit that I have been out of the dating game for quite some time. And so I don't know if this is just how like things work now, and this is just how people operate, or maybe it's because I'm in like counseling and I'm just like on alert to so much stuff that I never really paid attention to about like how people manipulate and take advantage of you and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if it's just like my guard is up or it's just how things are done now. But so first it all started when I was working for the little convenience store place where I was the night supervisor, working night shift. When I first got down here, it was when I was doing that. The guy came in and he asked for the manager. And originally he was looking for the other night supervisor, but she wasn't there that day, so it was just me. So he like started talking to me. I guess just like how he would talk to her or whatever. But then he would start coming in, like really not even buying anything, but more so just to talk to me. Like I could be in the back doing dishes or prepping lunch. Oh my gosh, the reason we're having this discussion, just text me and I'm so annoyed. But he ended up asking one of the other people there, like for my number for some other related reason. I forget why, but the person gave him my number. First of all, why would you do that? Second of all, I didn't want this individual to call me. Like when I say I am just in a place where I don't want to date anybody. Like I don't want friends. I don't want acquaintances. I just don't. So that guy like couldn't seem to take no for an answer. I try to be polite. Like I don't want to hurt people's feelings. So, you know, I just kept telling him like, hey, I can't give you what you want. Like you're talking to me like you expect a relationship to come out of this. Technically, I'm not even, sorry, I'm looking for like the bottom of the lettuce so I know where to cut next. Like I can't give you what you want. Technically not even divorced. So it's not even like we can talk or do anything else. Like I'm not comfortable doing that because my religion still means something to me, and technically I am still married. So he says like, oh, okay, you know, that's cool. Just trying to get to know you and all that stuff. And I'm telling you, like, it's coming out of my mouth. I hear the words coming out of my mouth. And I'm saying, okay, well, I'm still, like, that still makes me feel a little bit uneasy because I don't feel like you're just walking into it with those intentions of just getting to know somebody. Like, you wouldn't be hounding me this hard, calling me all the time, and then if I don't answer your text message within an appropriate amount of time, then you're calling me to ask me why I didn't answer your text message. Like, that seems like some relationship type stuff, and I distinctly told you I don't want that. So it just got to be too much to where I just had to block his number. So he's blocked. But I saw him the other day when I did that video where I went into Ollie's to look for a sub bag when I was getting like all my sub supplies from Dollar Tree. When I walked into Ollie's looking around, who should I run into but him? But thank you, Jesus. He like barely acknowledged me. Like we locked eyes and everything, but still nothing came of it. I guess he got the picture eventually once he realized he was blocked. So now fast forward to now, and I'm doing the orientation for this new job. And there is a guy in the class who honestly reminds me of the guy from Wawa. So originally all the classmates, we had all exchanged numbers because, like, I don't know why, but the building door locks automatically. And they have yet to make it to where the door stays unlocked since they know that people are inside of the building. But like when we have our dinner break, if you want to leave the building to go to Wawa or to go to the fast food place to get dinner, you have to basically stand outside and wait until somebody decides that they're going to come and check the door to let you in. It makes no sense. I don't understand why they just won't unlock the door when they know we're leaving for dinner break, but I digress. So everybody exchanged numbers, just because we're all about to be co-workers and, just to keep in touch and basically for the door. So if you go out, you don't have to worry about being left out in the cold until somebody remembers you. You can just text somebody who didn't leave and say, hey, I'm downstairs. Can you come unlock the door? That was the purpose for us all exchanging numbers. But this one particular individual, he has decided that he wants to like call me about non-work related stuff, to like talk because, these are his words now. I have a good vibe and he just wants to get to know me. Like, I'm so sick of hearing that. I don't even know me. Like, I don't. I'm trying to get to know me. So how the hell can you get to know me and I don't even know me? Like, please make it make sense. So again, I go through the whole spiel again with him. Listen, sir, I don't know who I am. I'm just starting to remember and realize and reinvent what Drea likes, who Drea is, where Drea wants to go in her life, in her career, all of that. I'm still trying to get that handled for myself. And here you come wanting to know stuff. Like, how can I tell you what I don't even know? How? So again, I tell them all of that. I can't give you what you want. And then they go with the, oh, that's cool. I'm not trying to come to you like that. I just wanted to get to know you. But you're implying, like, you're saying one thing, but I feel like your actions are doing another. Because now it's like, I can't go anywhere in that building without you feeling the need to like randomly pop up, to be around. Now you want to be next to me. Like, there's 15 people in this orientation, but when you go to the break room to get coffee or something, I'm the only person that you ask, oh, well, do you need anything from the break room while I'm going? No, I will die of thirst before I give you any sort of like, you can't even be nice to people. I don't want to give you any notion, any sort of like feeling that like, oh, I'm really picking out what you're putting down. Like, no, just no. Like, is this how dating is now in the new age? Because I cannot. Like, I hear myself saying the words, but I feel like nobody is listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Like, I hear myself say it, but I'm like, am I not saying it loud enough? Like, maybe I'm just saying it in my head and I'm not saying it out loud. And that's why they're still not listening to me and still approaching me in this way, despite the fact that I'm saying, I just want to be by myself. And now I feel like obligated. I don't even know the man's name, to be honest with you. I didn't even know Wawa guy's name. And then like his number was actually saved in my phone as Wawa guy. Because I never learned his name. Because I didn't care to know his name. Like, I want to be left alone. I'm telling you, my goal in life is to make enough money to be able to move to Alaska and retire and buy a house where you can only reach it by snowmobile or helicopter, and just be by myself with wall-to-wall books and an endless supply of tea. That's all I want. Just leave me alone. Oh, Lord. But I feel obligated now to answer this man's text message because I have to see him tonight. And I have to see him tomorrow. And his desk, because they have us, of course, in order by last name, is right next to mine. And he's going to be just like Wawa guy. And if I don't answer his text, then I'm going to have to answer for it. They're going to have 50 million questions as to why I didn't answer his text. And I'm going to have to explain myself, despite the fact that I am a grown woman. And I shouldn't have to explain myself as to why I do or don't answer your text. Like, it's very stressful, guys. If this is what dating is like in 2022, I'm good. Y'all can have it. It's not for me. Not at all. Like, honestly, it reminds me of the scene from the movie Hitch, where she's at the bar and dude is trying to talk to her and she keeps saying no. And he keeps trying. Like, no is not a code word for try harder. It means no. Back the hell up. Like, I said no. Oh, Lord. Like, I don't want, right now, I'm just not even in the headspace to where I want good morning text. Like, because you know how your phone shows you like a preview of what the text message is? Like, that's what it looked like. Like, he sent me a good morning text. Like, I don't, it's a very nice sentiment. It really is. It truly is. But right now, I know there are ulterior motives behind it. You don't just want to be my friend. You don't want to just get to know me. Like, you don't. You don't. I know that for certain. You don't just want to be my friend. Because if that was the case, then everybody in our little orientation should be getting text messages from you too. And if I go to class today and I ask one of them, if you sent them a good morning text, they better tell me yes. And if they don't, that lets me further know that you don't just want to be my friend. And it's not because of my vibe or any of that stuff, because I don't really talk in that class. Like, I really don't. I come in, I sit down, I sign in, take my temperature, do all that good stuff. And I wait for class to start. I don't say much. If someone talks to me, then I talk back. But other than that, I don't say anything. So what vibe are you getting? Like, the most I say to you is hello. And then you start talking to me. And so then I talk back. But then I stop talking. And you continue to talk. And then I give you one word answers. Because little, like, you don't even know. I don't like talking. I'm telling you. It is Alaska or bust for me. Like, that is the mission. That is the goal. Alaska or bust. Okay, so there's all the cabbage, all the seasonings, little garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, some Creole seasoning because I just like it to have a little spice to it, you know, just a little some. And then I'm going to put in this can of chicken broth. Well, multiple cans of chicken broth to help add the flavor, because when you just add water, then your stuff just ends up tasting like water. So we're going to start the fire. That was aggressive. Okay. Start the fire, and I'm going to cover this and just let it do its thing, and then come back in here in a couple minutes to stir it. Bam. So a shower and nail trimming later, food is done. Got my sausage, got my cabbage. So I put the top on this like so. And as you guys could see, I couldn't get these nails off. Like, I'm still trying, but I just cut them down. That way I can actually make a fist again. Like, it is 1:50 currently, so I have 10 minutes before I am going to hop in the car and head on down the highway to get to this orientation. Oh, I can't wait until this process is over. Like, this is the longest training I have ever received for a job. Ever. Like, ever. Um, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Because we like have to pass, we like get graded on how we do with the takedown. Not takedown, it's not a takedown, it's not a takedown. With the restraint procedures. Oh, goodness. I feel like we're about to just do like some lightweight MMA training, to be honest with you. We were talking about you only use 5% resistance. Like, it's a lot. It's just a lot. All I'm trying to do is be a teacher. Like, I can understand it for everybody else who's at the orientation, because it's like one agency, but it's helping children who have like behavioral or mental challenges. So like if they're ADHD, but then they sort of have like violent tendencies with them, so with the running away, or if they have legal issues and then they're court ordered to be there. So for those other people, they're like residential counselors. So they live in the group homes with the kids and they have to deal with them on a daily basis. I, however, am just going in as a teacher at the school. So I'm not gonna, like, everybody else's schedule is like kind of like all over the place. Like, they're just mornings, evenings, all that. Like, I'm just 7:30 to 3:15. That is it. That is all. And back to school nights when they have them. Like, none of the other things that everyone else has to experience do I have to experience. I don't. But I mean, I guess doing the restraint portion still makes sense, because to be like in the class with them, if they start to have issues and everything like that, and say like a fight breaks out or they like try to attack me, I can be able to defend myself and everything. So that's important. But just a week worth of training for me to just be a teacher. Oh, but it has benefits. This job comes with benefits. So yeah, it's fine. I'm fine. Everyone's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. All right, so it's 2:09. I'm getting ready to head out. I'm just making sure everything is cut off. I don't think they said I didn't need to bring a bag, just myself. So I'm just bringing my purse in the car because, license and all that stuff. What else? Oh, my lunch bag. Where is that? I need to get that out of the kitchen. Stove is off. All the faucets are turned off. But yeah, it is now time to go. With the one thing I didn't do, which I'm going to have to do when I come back tonight before I can go to bed. The kids have their 100th day of school celebration. And, that's when they dress up like a 100-year-old person. So it's either like a bow tie or a tie, just like old people clothes. I don't know what old people wear, but whatever. I got them some, which I have to ask my mother what she did with the bag. But I went to Dollar Tree and I did get like some spray hair color in the color gray for the kids. They're supposed to be able to just wash out. They really need is a haircut. Let me turn this light out. So yeah, I just got to figure out what they're going to wear for tomorrow. The little paper gives suggestions like a wig, robe, suspenders, pearls, knee highs, a cane, tie, shawl, eyeglasses, large purse, button down, fake beard, drawn on mustache, bow tie, hair rollers, flannel shirt, scarf, sweater. I was supposed to be putting together an outfit, but life be lifing and stuff. I just got caught up doing other stuff. So when I come home tonight after class, I will look through their closets if my mother hasn't already picked something out for them for tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait till this is over. What's up, family? So I just had my last day of training. It's Friday. yesterday and today yesterday I was telling y'all that it was we were like learning all our no, we're not calling them restraints. They're what? Yeah, they're restraints, not tech down methods or whatever. We learned those. But today we had another, it was basically like a part B to that. And it was more so like non-physical restraint. So it was like using these pads for protection if a consumer is coming at you. Which I guess was okay. You definitely got to be up on your cardio. Because at the same time you're deflecting with the pad, you need to be moving. So that was interesting. And honestly, like I kind of feel like with all the restraint training that they taught us, you're kind of just getting set up to like learn how to take a butt whooping, pretty much, because you can't curse on YouTube, but pretty much is what you gotta learn how to do to fight your baser instinct to fight back and defend yourself. You just have to straight up learn how to take a behind whooping, get up and keep going to work. Yeah, that's pretty much what I learned from these past 2 days. Protect your head and just pretty much let them do what they do and just hope that they don't get you or latch on and bite you. And if they do bite you, we learn like a technique for that where basically you just like feed the bite, so kind of like just shove your arm more into their mouth like as they're biting you, in the hopes that they'll get overwhelmed at the fact that you just pushed more flesh into their mouth and they'll let you go. Or then there's like this other thing where you like put your knuckle into their chin in hopes that they'll let it go. Yeah. This is what we learned. Thankfully there were like more people today who were like actually working on the job who had to get the same training redone, where they actually like work in the location where I'm gonna be working, so they were giving me more like experiences of like what it's actually like inside of the school and how all the training that we were learning really translates into what my actual job is going to be. They were helpful. It was very, very helpful. Kind of made me just a little teeny tiny bit more nervous, but it was helpful. I go in on Monday. I'm so excited. So excited. And as far as I know, because I didn't receive any like real direction from like a supervisor or anything, I believe I'm going to be like on a one-to-one kind of basis where I just have one child that I supervise all day. But I have no idea. We'll see. They were saying that you can like get moved around a lot, so yay. So excited.